Hello everybody and welcome to Oakfield Farm for Farming Simulator 19. This is the latest map by Oxygendavid and it has just been released on ModHub. And I can already say that I recommend it because I've already played this map on FS17, although I have noticed a few alterations, which is obviously improvements. The first one being this cut through here. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there in 17, and it's just a great way of connecting this side of the yard to the other without having to go all the way around. So if you're new to it, I'm just going to fly up into the air and show you what it looks like. So it's just a summary, it really is a summary, but this is, I think, what would be considered the main yard, but there are other places to go too, which we'll discover throughout the Let's Play series. There's Oak Glen Farm just over here, many different sell points, animal dealer over here, stables, down here we've got some more stores, this is the yard we're in currently, and then we've got other stores and sell points around there. So I'm just going to very quickly explain to you exactly how this is going to work. I'm not going to be doing an episode every day, it's going to be probably just a couple of days a week, but the episodes are hopefully going to be longer. Now I'm not going to say that they're definitely going to be longer because I'm very busy and I can't always keep doing big long videos, especially if I'm doing survival roleplay at the same time, but I'm going to try my best to make these at least half an hour long. It might be that because I do some of these episodes fairly unedited, they might be getting towards 45 minutes to an hour, potentially, but I'm not going to say that for sure. Anyway, yes, the way I've set this up is we have plenty of fairly large equipment. As you can see, we have the John Deere Combine Harvester just here. We've got a big Fendt just around the corner, which is of course the right branding for the UK, because Challenger have now been changed to Fendt. We've also got the case just here. We've got an auto stacker from Anderson, big sprayer. I'm not going to show everything, but yeah, this is just a general idea of what we have. We've got a John Deere tractor. We have got a very nice low loader, transport trailer, which I think I might even use for bales. It's obviously designed for vehicles, but it just looks fantastic for putting some square bales on. I can imagine it's very easy to stack on there. If it's not, I can just get a different trailer. In fact, we do have an old trailer as well by 4D Modding. I've also got this very nice Fendt tractor with the Massey Ferguson baler on the back. This is the Fendt 930. So yes, we definitely do start off with some really good equipment, and the reason for this is because I've already done a series on Oakfield Farm for Farming Simulator 17 and we've already made a lot of progress. So what we're going to say here is the money has just been transferred, basically, even though it's not exactly the same figure. It is, well, the money has been put into the machines. We also have over £200,000 in the bank account, plus we have some sheep and we have some cows, which do need to be looked after. I don't think they have any food currently, so yes, they really do need to be looked at as a matter of urgency. It looks like my entire herd of cows has gone all the way over here. Yes, we've got plenty of them. I'll just take a look and show you exactly what we've got. All the different colours here. We've also got the sheep. So plenty of animals that do need to be looked after in the very near future. We also have quite a bit of land. Now that massive grass field there is for the sheep, and this massive grass field here is for the cows. If you don't have animals, then obviously you can use these fields for just cutting and baling and doing whatever you want, but obviously if you've got sheep in there or cows, it might be difficult to do that. But yeah, nothing's going to stop you. Our main grass field currently is that one just there. That is a crop which we start off with, a wheat crop. And yes, we're going to be harvesting the wheat very soon. And that is a cultivated field which we also start off with, which I think we should probably plant as a matter of urgency. In fact, I would say before harvesting that field we will plant that, because then we've got something growing whilst we are bringing in the money. So that is just a very brief summary, and I really mean a very brief summary because it is. This is a big map, it's huge. But we're going to discover it throughout the Let's Play. If you've played it on 17 or just watched me on 17, then you'll most likely already know the layout, and it is a very decent UK map. So, let's get started. I think what we should do then is what I said. I think we should get the seed drill going. I believe we do have a seed drill over there, but I'm still getting used to where everything is positioned. We have a seed refill point just here, which I'm guessing works, unless that one is it. But yeah, I'm going to discover everything as we go. So I suppose I shouldn't leave stuff lying around, so I'm going to put this baler in the shed. We've got a very good turning point just here. One thing I've learned is not to put the baler in the end bays, because for some reason, if you do that, it's very easy to get it caught when you're turning. It's of course not a fault with the map, it is mostly a fault with my driving. There's me thinking it's got manual attach. Manual attach is out, so maybe I should re-enable it. It would be a good idea. But first, we must get this seed drill set up and taken over to the cultivated field. Now, I don't know what we have. I would imagine we have the Vardestad seed drill. If we do have that one, great. If we don't, it doesn't really matter, because the field is already cultivated. I think that's a dark drill anyway. It's actually bigger than the Vardestad. It is the Horsch Pronto. Okay, so that is the liquid fertilizer refill point just over there. Obviously we need seed and solid fertilizer, which I haven't discovered just yet, but that is fine, because what I'm going to do is take this over to the field, and then we do need to actually get a telehandler, and I've got a trailer to pick up over at the store, so I'm just going to bring a load of bags back. In fact, that's probably going to be easier anyway, because I do need to have seed refill points in the field, because it's a fairly big field. I don't know how many bags we're going to need, but I would imagine it's going to be at least 3 of each, 3 fertilizer and 3 seed. So yeah, we just need to make sure that we can afford a telehandler, which hopefully we can do. If not, again, it's fine, we can just stick a front loader on one of these tractors. So the field in question is just on the right hand side here, which I think is accessed through here. Yep, okay, and we've got a good headland, which is nice for working, for refilling and stuff. So if I just get this unfolded ready, I can just very simply boom out over it. And there we go, and get it refilled. So, what do we have? We've got that tractor, which could very easily have a front loader fitted to it, but let's just take a look at the prices. Hopefully it is going to be in our price range. Oh yeah, easy. Very easy. I think we'd probably go with the Massey Ferguson. Haven't used it much, I would like to, so seems like a decent machine to have, which I believe is actually a Bobcat. That's interesting. We could put it on those tyres, but then we are going to be working mostly in field, so it would be wise to have a bit of traction. And we also need to have the appropriate fittings. So if we go on to telehandlers and then choose, well, I guess we could use that. I will use that, so that would be a good idea. Okay, so we should have everything over there already, because I'm fairly sure I left the old trailer. I did, look at that. That's the one by 4D modding. Now all we need to do is buy seed. So let's get into big bags, and we have these ones here. I think probably, yeah, I'll go with what I initially said, 3 of each. Okay, that's 3, and we have the fertilizer as well, which is much more expensive, but yeah, fertilizer is. And no lime. We're not going to do lime on this map. Okay, right, so I think in theory we should be able to pick up 2 of these at the same time, but I don't really need to, since the trailer is right there. You'll have to bear with me when it comes to putting seed bags on trailers, because I'm not very good, but I can learn. Wasn't too bad. So I just have another 5 to go. Anyway, I should ask, how are you doing? It's usually what I say in a stream, but it makes the video much more personal if I engage with the audience. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you are doing well, seriously, because I know that I get quite a few comments from people saying, oh, I've had a really bad day and stuff, but your videos cheered me up, which makes me smile. So I really do appreciate those kind of comments. Let's just put this in a more suitable place, like right up against this one here. I'm going to try and pick up 2. I don't think they're going to be too heavy. Oh no, the swing is going to go forever. Don't keep swinging. Yes. Okay, good. I do like these bags. They are a real addition to the game. I just always wonder though, when you get a decent mod, it just always makes me think, why didn't Giants just do this from the start? It's not a bad thing, because obviously these modders are here to do these brilliant jobs. But yeah, Giants could have done it. Anyway, I won't go into that. So we have 2 bags on there, perfectly stable. As I was saying, they should definitely be able to carry 2 of these, because in real life they can. In fact, I don't know if they're the same size bags, but you can certainly carry 4 of a certain size bag. They look very similar to these though, so I'd say they are these. No, that one's going to try and leave. I said you stay there. I'm talking to bags again. And now for the final 2. Okay, I've probably got a bit too much weight over the front there, but anyway. At least it's not completely on the back, so it's going to just flip up into the air. Good. Right, okay. Let's get this attached to the telehandler, we'll put the straps on, and we'll head over to the field. Now the way we go to the field is largely going to be the same way back as always to the farm, but we can take a slight detour. It's actually through a very narrow section of road, very narrow, but we should be fine because I brought the Fent and the Challenger with the baler on the low loader that way. It was tough, but yes, I did manage to do it. Okay, right. Should I tilt that down? I think I should. Okay, yeah, I did say we've got a bit of weight on there. I wasn't quite expecting it to do a wheelie, but well, you know what my videos are like. Everything goes wrong. Right, it's much more balanced now. I've put some bags closer to the back of the trailer, so that should be just so much more stable. Oh, I remember the burgers. Is the burger place still here? Oh, it is. How can I drive past without getting a burger? Mmm, tasty stuff. It used to be, Oxygendavid, yeah. I'm sure it used to have a name. I can't remember the name. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Let's get to the field and let's get these bags unloaded. We'll put the fertiliser and the seed in. It might be, because it is such a big seeder, that we can fit everything which is on the trailer in the seeder in one go. That might be me being a bit optimistic, but it is big, so the capacity is going to be fairly large. It'll probably end up being 1 of each. Anyway, since it is the first time I've done this map on 19, I will just record the entire journey. So this is what I would probably consider the main road. It does branch off to the left, which goes up to a number of fields up there. There's also the other yard just on the left hand side in a minute, and then yeah, if we just keep going, eventually we can turn right towards the main yard. There is another yard just here. And we are going to be hopefully buying some land over there too. I'm not too sure if we started off with land there. I don't think we did do. It's worth a check. No, I'm fairly sure we didn't. Just a few pieces. I think I might have traffic switched off. I do. There we go. I thought it was a bit quiet. Yep, so in a minute we're going to be turning right. It is the first turning before we get to the more main turning. That's where the sawmill was. What is, yeah. There is a track near the sawmill which goes up to the yard. But we're going to be taking the road before that, which goes past the Manor Egg Farm sell point, or Manor Egg sell point, past field 11. Like I say, it's quite a narrow and twisty back way, but I think we'll be okay. We should be fine with this. Yep, so this is the really narrow road I was talking about. It's not too bad here, but it does have some tight bends. Here we are. Yeah, I've been playing ETS2 recently. Sorry for the sudden topic change. But I've been on multiplayer, and I haven't done any videos. I probably should record a video. It's always very interesting doing the Calais to Duisburg road. That is the road that I tend to drive quite a bit. But it's extremely fun and extremely frustrating at the same time. You can probably guess why if you've driven it. Some of the driving is just terrible. Some of it is really good though. What I found is if you get stuck behind somebody doing the speed limit, they tend to drive really well. And if you stick with them, if you've got nobody else to drive with, it can really create quite a realistic drive until somebody comes and flips over the back of your truck and lands in front of you. There really is some amusing driving. But yeah, I'm going to do some more videos. As I said before, I don't play multiplayer under the name Daggerwin. Amazingly, the reason why is because I got accused of not being the real Daggerwin, so I just gave up with that. Anyway, yes, over the old bridge. You can see though, it's such a pretty map, it's such a well detailed map. I just couldn't refuse doing a Let's Play. I couldn't bear not to do a Let's Play on here. Wow. Yep, it is steep, I did say it was steep. You should be able to do it, but it might take a while. Come on, just about doing it. Yeah, I need a mod which has diff lock. You can see how much weight is on that rear tyre. Squishing like a pancake. Yeah, next time I won't put quite as much weight on there. But if I had put more weight on the trailer's wheel, on the trailer's axle, I might not get up here because there's absolutely no weight on the drive. Except for the machine itself. There we go, we're free. Right, until the next part of the hill. Turns out it probably would have been faster to go the main way, but at least we're going the back way. It's not a way I'll be going very often. Come on, you can do it. Amazingly, this is the only way of getting it up. But the funny thing is, I would say there's actually nothing unrealistic about this setup. The weights and everything, absolutely fine. That wouldn't have happened in 17, so is there something wrong with 19's physics? I don't know. Is it just me that feels like that? It might be. But yeah, I don't ever remember getting stuck on a hill, a tarmac road on a hill in 17. Anyway, let's move on. If you're interested, by the way, that is a sell point just there. I can remember using that one quite a bit. But yeah, Oxygendavid's just done such a good job. As always. In fact, I don't think there's ever been anything where in any of Oxygendavid's maps where I've thought, oh, that's rubbish or anything. Ever. Everything's just always almost perfect, or perfect. They're just fantastic maps. Yes, we're doing some speed. Okay, right, we have finally made it back to the tractor. I'm really hoping it's not going to take too long to do this. Mainly because it's taken me, how long? Over 15 minutes, I think, just to get some seed to the field. So, yeah, we're going to make sure we have a good supply, keep it going. I'm going to try and do it all myself, but yeah, if it just becomes a bit too much, I could stick it on a worker. Okay, there we go. Right, so I think we do have the space in here. Like I said, it has a fairly decent sized headland, so we can just put these bags at the side, and we'll take the straps off. Might as well take them all off. And what we really need is at least one bag of seed and one bag of fertilizer. So the two front ones, I'll do one at a time. And I should be able to hopefully boom out from here. Yep, there we go. But how much is it filling it? It looks like it's filling it quite a bit. It looks like maybe 2. I want to get it right to the top. Yeah, I think the key is just to go really steady with the bags, otherwise they can really swing, and no doubt in real life they could split and then the contents goes everywhere. In fact, that is one thing I've really noticed with this Massey Ferguson. The reach is very impressive. I had that articulated Manitou, and that one couldn't reach very far at all. I think it would struggle to get the bag over there. But they all have their different uses. I think those articulated Manitous might be more for mucking out sheds, inside sheds, but I'm not sure. If anybody has one in real life, if you could enlighten me on exactly what the articulated ones are for over one lake like this, I would appreciate it, because yeah, it's always nice to learn something new. You probably won't learn a great deal from me, but I can learn something from you. Right, now for the fertilizer. Yeah, I've certainly got a good swing on the bags. There we go. And that might be almost full. I think before I pick up another bag I will just check. 99%, yeah, well there's not much point in picking up another one just for 1%. So that's gone well. Right, so as for the crop type, I think I'm going to stay with something relatively simple. Wheat, that is the default anyway, so yeah, we'll go for wheat. We can do some bales and stuff. Should be good fun. Okay. We are drilling. And I'm not going to really appreciate the scale of this until I have done at least one headland. And yeah, this map is not flat, so we might have to even change the tractor to the other fence if this one doesn't have the power. It is a big chunky tractor, but when it's going uphill, it will really show how much power it's got. Because again, this is a big drill. It's a nice tractor though, very nice. This is when Farming Simulator 19 looks so good. This is when it's an improvement over 17. Being out in the field, looks realistic, good lighting, really highly detailed tractors. But I think there is something about the physics which just isn't perfect. Anyway, let's get this first headland done.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Right, okay, so we've got the worker going, and this allows me to obviously really appreciate the tractor in action. But we might need to get another seed drill as well, because yeah, seeding is a good job, but if you've got a lot of land to do, you want to get it done fairly quickly, especially if you're making videos, because otherwise you're going to be stuck on that one job for some time. So yeah, I think we really could do with just another, maybe a slightly smaller one as well. Let's just take a look here. I would imagine the Vardestad. You wouldn't really want to go smaller. Yeah, £76,000. Certainly something to consider in the future. Just see how it's doing. Yeah, it's doing a good job. And you also might have noticed that initially it was not actually putting fertiliser in. That's because I've got the mod which allows you to have a variable application rate, and it was defaulting to 0, so I've now put it to, I think, 100. It doesn't tell me when the work is going, but I think it's 100 litres per hectare. So that should be a good rate, hopefully. I would imagine if I was to check this map, the first half of the headland, the first half of the first headland will be missing fertiliser. Let's just take a look. Which piece was it? Maybe it isn't. It must have been putting something in. Not a great deal though. So yeah, there we go. That is field number 1. And it's not a huge field, but it is big, just not as big as some. In fact, let's try and pick out the... field 15. That could be our goal. Try and afford and buy field 15. Or 28, 34. In fact, yes, that makes field number 1 look tiny. Okay, well, I'm not going to do much today with the combine, but we can certainly get it set up. I wonder where the header is. It's going to be hiding in a barn, I would imagine. Could be in the barn next to it. Nope. It's going to be somewhere. Oh, it's like a game of hide and seek. I wonder where it's been put. I've done something. Lights. Nice. I wonder where it is then. Is this like a little workshop? That's very nice. And that's got a light switch too. For these lights. Very nice. It is a very good map. Okay, well I'm going to play Find the Header and see how long it takes for me to get bored of the game. Wow. Literally the first place I went to without checking the map. I found it. Good. Okay, so we'll grab the John Deere tractor and we'll take it up there with that instead of towing it with the combine itself. Because I think I'm going to just crash it into something and lose the header. What I'm really looking forward to though is baling. Because I really want to do some stacking on that low loader. It'd be good when Heston bales come out too. I guess what we could do as well, we've got a big cultivator in the shed there. Unless we're using a planter, we're not actually going to need that, so we could sell that and replace it with another direct drill. Possibly. Anyway, yes, let's go. Hopefully it's not going to crash. I love how it's still kept the same feel as 17. Like these little markers, I don't know their exact name. Somebody did tell me actually when I was doing the 17 Let's Play. I think I called them mushrooms accidentally. But yeah, those markers, they just remind me of, well, the 17 version. Which is a good thing, not a bad thing. Okay, here we are. Plenty of space to put the header on. I think we're going to have to go around this side. So if I stop that tractor there, might have stopped it a bit too early, but yeah, we should be able to get it off. And then next time I can come back with the trailer. Now this is a big field. Even with this combine, it is going to take quite a while. I do need to also keep an eye on the drill to make sure it hasn't run out of seed. It is getting through the seed at a fairly good rate. But yeah, what we need to do really is take 3 headlands off here, then a worker can take over. Now this field hasn't been fertilised, as you would really expect with any field which you start off with. And really, it's good because it's going to give you a good comparison of an unfertilised field and a fertilised field when you come to do it properly, if you're going to do it properly, which I'm hopefully going to. That is the plan. 25% full. Yeah, I would expect it to be about 50% if it was fertilised. Just a nice afternoon on the farm, doing a bit of combining. It says beans on there. On the computer, not too sure why. Anyway, yeah, when we get back up to the top, I think we're going to make it. Yeah, we should make it. We're going to check up on the seed drill. And I would imagine it's going to need to be topped up. And we're going to have to unload this at the same time. What I should be doing actually is having the baler following us on Follow Me. Because otherwise I'm going to have to come and bale this entire field again when I could just have it doing it at the same time. I should have thought of that. Well, we're certainly going to do it. Luckily we have enough tractors for it. Well, the best tractor for the baler is probably the one which is on the seed drill. And we have the Fendt tractor for the seed drill. So you actually do basically work out the best setup. But that is what I'm going to do. It will save a lot of time. Okay, well this is the entrance to the field. The one with the Fendt in. And we are 85% full pretty much. So I would say that is a good place just to stop. Put the auger out ready. And we'll run across the road. It's certainly got on well. It's almost finished. The other tractor we have is this one here, which actually might have enough power for the baler. It's just hills. Hills are the only issue for when it comes to pulling something heavy and something that requires a lot of horsepower. But I think the Fendt has done really well. But I don't know the exact horsepower of this 930. We can check. I think it would be a wise idea to check. I didn't go for the 916, 930. That is 300 horsepower. Yeah, so you would expect it to pull this. And it's doing alright for seed as well, 38%. I think it'd be best if I just finish off, because then we can have the tractor back for the baler later. And it won't cost us any more money in worker fees. This field actually backs onto the sheep field. Hello sheep. Right, yeah, so we have pretty much finished the corner. I don't know exactly how much there is over there. And yeah, I know I did say at the beginning of the episode that I wasn't going to do too many jump cuts, but I just do it naturally. It's just how I do my videos. I was going to try and do it mostly uncut, but I can't bring myself to do that. It would just seem too weird. I mean, it's just not what I do, because it would just be too boring. I could never just do a solid recording without taking out the repetitive parts. I don't know, let me know your opinion on that, but I would say it's always best to jump cut. Okay, we do have quite a chunk left here. Okay, well in that case I can't really keep going with that. We're going to have to put that on a worker and use this tractor on the trailer, which is just over there. Again, I would like to change the default trailers for a mod. I'm not too sure if there's any really good tipping trailer mods out yet. There are plenty, but I haven't really looked at them in detail. I'm thinking along the lines of a British one. I'll have to browse Mod Hub or Mod Hoster. Mod Hoster's got some good stuff too. But I've got to say, it's very nice to have a wide range of different tractors instead of just having 2 or 3. Or 2 really. 2 is the biggest problem. And 1 is impossible. It is, well, it's not impossible, but it would be very difficult. It's doing a good job. Right, so when it's unloading, I'll check the fertilising map. It looks like it's probably not even going to have to be refilled, which in itself is quite surprising. But that's fine, we could put the seed in storage until this field. I guess we could get it going as soon as we've moved the bales. But yeah, we're gonna leave this episode there. And next time we've got bales to do, harvesting to do. That should have pretty much finished. And yeah, obviously bales stacking, transporting, that kind of thing. But thank you so much to Oxygendavid for once again releasing a good map. Greatly appreciated by me and hopefully by everybody else as well. And of course thank you to Giants for releasing a UK map finally. I believe Meadowgrove is out as well, so definitely check out that. I'm not too sure what's happening with Peterville currently, but yep, hopefully it comes in the future. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.